God bless you and welcome to today's show. It is Wellness Wednesday. And this show, it's all about spring cleaning. You've heard of spring cleaning, and maybe you've gone through great lengths to avoid it at some point. But have you ever considered a spring cleaning for your body? Spring is the best time to reset and set goals. The warmer the temperature and longer days, they're naturally energizing, making it easier to make positive changes in our lives. To guide your spring renewal, today I'll share 7 ways to help you refresh your health goals, also known as spring cleaning for your body. Let's get into it. When it comes to women's health, there's an overwhelming amount of information out there, and honestly, it can be quite confusing. Diets, fads, trends, which one is right? What if I told you the answers to optimal health can be found in one of the most ancient medical books ever written, the Bible? If you're ready to take the guesswork out of living a healthier life, you're in the right place. Welcome to the Rock Your World Naturally show. I'm Rekishia McMillan, honorably retired Air Force veteran, certified health coach, and award-winning author. After years of trying to recover my health the world's way, I was still sick, depressed, and had no energy. Finally, I surrendered to God, and He showed me in the Bible how to recover my health, and it rocked my world naturally. My calling is to help women who are struggling and burnout to have more energy and lose weight by using God's prescription for physical, mental, and spiritual health. If you're ready to experience extraordinary health, grab your favorite herbal tea or power smoothie, and let's get ready to rock your world naturally. Welcome to spring. As I go through our spring cleaning checklist, I want you to take a few moments to evaluate how you're doing in each of these 7 categories. And from there, you should have a good idea of which areas you need to focus on. The first thing is that you must adjust your diet. So, asking yourself these questions: are you eating 5 to 9 servings of fruits and vegetables each day? Does your diet include fiber? Do you limit caffeine, sugar, red meat, alcohol, and carbs? Do you eat healthy snacks and stop eating after dinner? And I always like to share with my clients that the best time to have your dinner is before 7 p.m. That's because your body enters into a time of rest. And if you're eating after that 7 p.m. time, then your body is working to digest food. So if you wake up in the morning and you're not feeling refreshed, it's because your body's been working all night long to digest your food. And then the final question is, are you drinking plenty of water? If you answered yes to these questions, I congratulate you because you're doing a great job. But there are some of us that are probably needing to do a little bit more work. And I always share with my clients that if you start with one small goal to get you going, then that's the best place to start. And so here are some of the few recommendations that I make with my clients that I'd like to share with you. You can start by switching out unhealthy snacks, which are processed like chips, cakes, and cookies, and replace them with fruit or herbal teas. This is especially useful for anyone that has a sweet tooth. You can also try a meatless Monday. You can buy whole foods that are in season in your area, as well as drink plenty of water with your meals, especially when you go out to eat. Rather than focusing on what you take away from your diet, focus on what you can add, because good intentions don't last very long when all you think about is what you cannot have. So, for example, if you know you eat too many carbs and there's not enough vegetables, start by increasing your vegetable intake. Fill up your plate with veggies so you won't be tempted to reach for that second breadstick. You can also use one of our supplements, which is Balance, that you can take before each meal because it's going to be loaded with nutritious fiber that you need, as well as to help you feel satiated while you're eating. Number 2 is cleansing your system. Our bodies do a really wonderful job at putting those nutrients that we consume to good use and cleaning out what we don't need. But sometimes our bodies need a little extra help. We need some deep spring cleaning on the inside, you could say, to help keep our digestive system functioning as it should. One of the recommendations that I personally use, as well as offer to my clients, is our cleanse system. It's designed to gently cleanse your insides as well as help you maintain your digestive health. And it's also a good idea to do a cleanse once or twice a year. And spring is a great time to do this to give your body some extra support during this season. Number three is ramping up your exercise routine. The general recommendation is to exercise at least 30 minutes a day for 5 days a week. And if you're currently not getting that benchmark met, you can jot down some ways to help you get some extra steps in and exercises throughout the day, even if it's just for 10-minute intervals. And if you're finding that your exercise routine is boring and unfulfilling, let variety be your new exercise buddy. You can sign up for some new classes or a sport in your area. You can go for walks as an excuse to get out and enjoy some of the warmer weather that we're starting to experience. You can also start a garden. Try something that you don't normally do, like rock climbing or visiting a trampoline park. Your exercise doesn't have to look like a typical gym workout. But as long as you're getting some activity in and you're doing something that you enjoy, because this is the way that exercise can become a highlight of your day rather than a dreaded chore. Finding an exercise that you enjoy, finding one that you love makes all of the difference. Number four is sleeping more. If you're not getting at least 7 hours of sleep per night, begin to prioritize your sleep as part of your spring renewal. No excuses. Make whatever sacrifices you need to make so that you can ensure that you're getting the proper rest and renewal that you need. Sleep benefits virtually every part of your health, and even if you don't feel the effects of inadequate sleep now, it will catch up with you later. To help you start establishing some healthy sleeping habits, I'm highly encouraging you to listen to podcast episode number 98 that I did with international sleep expert Shauna Robbins. What she shares is life changing, particularly to women, regarding our mental health and our physical health. And it all has to do with getting the proper amount of rest and sleep that we need. Number five is preparing for allergy season. For many, spring is just another way of saying allergies, which can take a lot of your joy out of the changing season. But if you're prepared, you can stave off the worst of the itching, sneezing, and other unpleasant side effects of nature. You can keep an eye out on the weather forecasts and pollen count in your area, and if needed, start taking some supplementation a few weeks early before spring arrives. You can also replace filters in your home. Consider getting an air purifier and making sure that you have a good vacuum cleaner. You can also keep your windows closed at night. You can avoid outdoor activities in the morning when the pollen counts are at their highest. And you can also stay indoors on dry, windy days. And so now might be a good time to meet with an allergy specialist too, whether your allergy symptoms can be obnoxious. But the good news is that there are a lot of ways to treat them. One of the best ways is helping to boost your immune system with fruits, vegetables. Those immune building foods are going to be highly beneficial to you. You can also explore other options so that you're not suffering unnecessarily during this allergy season. Number six is that you can schedule a wellness exam as well as your screenings. A common aspect of spring cleaning involves maintenance for the bigger things that support your home, like your furnace, your water heater, your sprinkler system. And regular checkups help to ensure that these important tools continue to work properly and can prevent expensive repairs later on down the line. So, do you do the same thing for your body, ladies, and schedule your annual checkups and screenings? If you haven't done them, begin placing them on your calendar. These types of visits that you'll need to schedule depend upon your age, your family history, but some of those screenings might include your annual physical and your wellness visit, health screenings, your dental cleanings, as well as your vision checkups. Wellness visits may not always be fun, but they're one of the best things that you can do to support your health and save money long term on your health care. So you can focus on getting those visits that you need scheduled this spring, and that's half of the battle. And number 7 is checking your mental health. Your mental health is deeply tied to your physical health, so you should be giving it the same amount of attention. And I know that I mention this often on the show that we have a body, soul, and spirit connection. It's the way that God created us. So, whatever impacts your physical health will also impact your mental health and vice versa. What impacts your mental health and your emotional well being will also have an impact on how you feel physically as well as spiritually. And so when it comes to our mental health, everyone supports their mental health in different ways. But here are some of the recommendations that I'd like to share with you to have them working in your life. Making sure that you're doing something that you enjoy every single day. Getting out in nature, spending time out in creation that God has blessed us with. Making time to meet with a therapist. Sometimes we just need to be able to talk to someone to problem solve and work through those issues that you're experiencing emotionally. Keeping a gratitude journal that can contain prayers, that can contain your favorite written scriptures. All of those things can be written in your journal. We certainly want to be able to spend time in prayer as well as biblical meditation. Being able to meditate on those scriptures that will help to regulate our emotions, regulate our mindset on a daily basis, being in the Word of God, being in our Bibles. We also want to establish a healthy work-life balance, making sure that you're spending time with your loved ones, your family members, your friends, and carving out that space that you need just to be able to take a mental break. And then the final thing is actually doing some spring cleaning, cleaning out clutter from your home. It feels good for a reason. And so, with these 7 areas, these are some small steps towards big changes. Many people avoid spring cleaning because it feels like too big of a task to tackle, especially on top of other commitments. But fortunately, small changes can have a big impact. I want to encourage you to make it a habit to reevaluate your health each spring, focusing on what your body needs most at that time, whether it's a diet change, whether it's a lifestyle change, and you will be the better for it. God bless you and have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope that you enjoyed today's episode. I pray that it blessed and challenged you to move towards living the abundant life that God has for you. If so, would you stop right now to share this episode with someone who's been praying to improve their health spiritually, physically, or emotionally? I would love it if you could take 30 seconds to leave a review on Apple Podcasts. This is the only way that I know that you're liking the show. Also, it rocks my world to hear from you. Lastly, come on over to my free community, RekishiaMcMillanCommunity.com, to grab your free gifts. I have everything you need to know about working with me, taking my courses, or connecting. Also, head over to RekishiaMcMillan.com to explore my health products and sign up for free complimentary health coaching. My prayer for you will always be 3 John 2. Beloved, I wish above all things that you prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospers. I'll see you in a few days. God bless.